Hey, good day to you. Today we have a review of Unitix, which is Amazon PPC Agency. And today we're going to see how guys can help you as an Amazon seller with your PPC. We're going to see what their company is about. We're going to see some case studies. And the ultimate goal of this video is to help you, the viewer, decide like if you want to work with a PPC agency, like whether Unitix is going to be a good choice for you based on the things you'll see in this video, based on the results the guys get, and basically based on their values and what they do. Also, we did a similar video in the Russian language not too long ago. It became quite popular, and quite many people from our community started working with Unitix, so that's pretty cool. So now we're doing the same in English, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. In the description also, we're going to leave a link for a free audit of your PPC, kind of Amazon seller account PPC by Unitix, and a 10% off their services. It's going to be a Telegram link, so you can straight connect to the guys and talk to them. They're going to help you. If you don't have Telegram by any chance, just use the website, which we're going to also leave in the description, and just please mention my name, Vova Evan, Amazon seller. Good to meet you, to the guys, and they will help you as well, give you the discount, free audit, and all the good stuff. So today, Alex and Rostislav with us, or Rostik. Yeah, guys, can you introduce yourselves? And then we're going to start showing what you guys do, what you're all about, how you can help sellers, some case studies. I think it's going to be interesting. Thank you.
Hi, Vova. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex, and I'm CEO of Unitix Agency via Amazon advertising agency. Today with me, Ross. Ross is team lead of our PPC managers. Today, we want to speak about our company and all benefits you can get from collaboration with agency, what we can do, how we can help your business, and many other things. Our main expertise is PPC management, but also we create work with listings, photos, A+ content, texts, SEO optimization, etc. So we can cover almost all clients' needs from the moment their product come to the warehouse of Amazon. Our agency have been in this business more than 3 years, and from this time we became Amazon verified partner, Amazon software partner, Google partner. We collaborate with many Amazon companies, big companies such as Helium, Jungle Scott, and among others. We also develop our expertise. We conduct cross-training with other companies, even with our competitors, and we share our expertise. We learn, we knew something new for us, and we continuously develop our expertise and our team and our work. We spend a lot of efforts testing various hypotheses, make tests, and we understand if we stop, we won't work in this business anymore. So our main task is keep our high level of education. We are more than 3 years on market, and we have very stable and expertise team. The main core of our team work with us from the start of our agency, from the foundation of our agency. We're proud of our staff, our managers, and our inner expertise. Today, we will see how to build our work with the clients, what things are most important for us, and how to build collaboration between agency and clients to achieve the best results and make our collaboration more efficient. So, Ross, word to you. Please tell us how we build our communication, what things are important for us, etc. So, please.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So the most important thing for us is to bring as much value as we can when we work with our clients. At first, I want to start with the stages of our work. So the first stage of our work will always be audit, because as I told you just now, we need to understand whether we can help. That's the main key point for us, because there is a lot of different clients, and for some of them, we understand that the PPC work can be not enough to be profitable, to be successful in the Amazon. So in general, the first step for us is always audit. So what do we need to do this audit? Basically, we collect all the basic info, like like the margins of the product. We collect the permissions to the campaign manager, permissions to our personal software that connected to the general statistics of your account to understand how your account or product works. And the way we do this is that we study two main things. First, it is listing, and second, the general PPC. So when we talk about listing, we analyze basic stuff, the photos, the SEO optimization of the listing, whether the listing have all the needed blocks like a plus content, video, reviews, what is the rating of the listings, and stuff like that. So based on these information, we already can do first conclusions, whether this listing is ready for the working with PPC or no. Because sometimes people come to us within audit and we see that listing basically has no infographics, no A+ content, no reviews and stuff like that. And in this way, at first we need to send them to our team or another team that works with the listings to make it more reliable, let's say, to work with the PPC. Because if we start driving traffic to listing like that, it will always be a bad result and no one wants it. So that's the basics of the listing audit. And the other part, it is the audit of the PPC structures. So if the product has some history, we need to analyze what's already been done there. So whether all of the types of campaigns were used. Does the product work with the keyword targeting that is relevant for the product? Do we have product targeting, category targeting, auto campaigns and stuff like that? Whether the optimization been done right? So a lot of different stuff that we need to analyze. And after that, basically we're almost every time making it like a call. So it's not like a written review or stuff like that. Almost all of the time we are doing call with our client to speak and to get to the core of the problems, because sometimes we can review the stuff, we can say like, okay, yeah, here is a bad thing, there is a bad thing, but sometimes there is like a specific reasons for that. And when we have this type of communication on the meeting, we can always ask about, for example, why the product don't have the A+ content. Maybe it is already in development. Why the product didn't have like some types of advertisement. Maybe there is some limited resources in terms of budgets and stuff like that. We don't know it when we're doing the audit. So we need to understand what we can do. So in this way, we are getting all the needed information and proposing our strategy, how to work further with the product and whether something can be done better or no. Because sometimes people came to us and say, we already have great results, but maybe you can do even better. So in this way, when we have situations like this, we need to honestly say whether we can do something better, because sometimes it's already enough, and we honestly say that yeah, you are already doing a great job. We can make some small suggestions to you, but in general, keep going and everything's okay. It can happen. So don't worry when you come to us to audit. It's not always that you're gonna need our help. Maybe we will just suggest small suggestions and everything's okay. So we have basically two types of audit. So this is the first one. It is free, and we have a paid audit, and it is containing like more deeper analysis of the niche competitors. Doing this type of audit, we collecting full semantic core, because it is like actually a big job to do, because it's taking a lot of time to collect relevant semantic core. And when we do a paid audit, we can suggest more, because we dive deeper into your situation, niche, and PPC. So that's basically, if you want something like that, it will be like another type of our audit, a paid one. The first step of our work is audit. The second will be launch. So if we agree on the terms of our collaboration and the strategy and stuff like that, we start to collect semantic core. If it was a free audit before, we start to collect semantic core and we start to create advertisement structures. The question that we frequently asked is whether we stop our old campaigns when we start working with the account. And the answer is basically we analyze how campaigns works. And if there are some that working good enough for us, we are keeping them alive and continue working with them as our own, alongside with the new ones. And the bad campaigns that we don't think that perform that well, obviously we pause them. That is depend on how the campaign's working. So we're creating the advertisement structure. We can on this stage we can adjust some nuances and details, like how big budget we can spend per day, per month, what will be the main targets for the first 2 weeks, for the first months, and in general, because for some products it is important to be profitable, let's say, and we cannot spend too much money, even if it's for the future purposes. And some clients, they are ready to spend more money and be, let's say, not profitable in the moment, but to achieve more sales, better ranking positions, to sell faster and to get more profit in the future, to get there faster, let's say. So we adjust the small details, collect semantic core, create advertisement structures, and that's basically the first step of our work. The second step, sorry. And the third step will be just routine, as we called it. So general, regular optimization, work process from our side, communication with the clients. So basically, in terms of communication, we are very flexible. So almost all the time we propose these 2 weeks meetings. So one meeting in 2 weeks to collaborate and to understand what can be done better, let's say, and what is the impressions from our work, from the client, and stuff like that. So basically, we're doing a PPC optimization. We are creating new campaigns depending on how old one works, and continuing our work, analyzing the metrics that we got, and adjusting our strategy based on this information. So that will be our third and last step of our work in general. In terms of reporting and stuff like that, so basically we have these weekly reports on the main metrics. It will be like general sales, ACoS, TACoS, percentage of organics and advertisement. This report can be different based on the information that we have, because not all clients are willing to share with us all the information. So some of them, let's say, giving us permissions only to a campaign manager, and we see only advertisement results. That's not the best case, to tell the truth, because we can't understand 100% how the organics works. That's not the best for us. So all of the time we are asking our clients to provide us more information, but based on what level of permissions we have, this report can be different. As for the report, it is basically metrics only, but if it's better for our client to do text reports, so not like meetings and with us, it can be done too. So we are flexible here. Basically, our philosophy is that ads is great and it is a really good instrument to make sales, but it is not a magic wand. So the important thing here is to work not only with the PPC. And from this, I want to start a new topic, like basic mistakes that we saw like from our expertise.
Before we get to the mistakes, I thought, like, how long do these steps take? So, for example, how long does the audit take? Usually, is this 1 week or a few days? Because maybe clients are thinking of how long till I see results, things like that. So, for example, with the free audit and the paid audit, how long do these take?
Basically, to do the audit, we need a couple of days, but we always have this queue of audits. So we are saying it's in average, it's 5 days, just because we have a lot of audits usually. So basically, when a new one comes to us, we have another 3 to 5 waiting to be complete. In average, it's going to be like 5 days. If we talk about the second step, the launch of the product, it's take up to 3 days. But if we did like a paid audit before with the collection of semantic core and stuff like that, it's going to take 1 or 2 days maximum.
Launch of the product as of launch of the PPC campaigns on the product, right? You mean?
Yeah, it means like a PPC campaigns. It is only about PPC we are talking now. Obviously, if you don't have like a listing and you need to create listing photos and stuff like that, that's going to take much more time.
Of course.
So only about PPC. Yeah, and the third step, it is basically lifetime. So all the time that we're working with the product and the PPC with you for the lifetime of the product. So it's not like a stoppable thing. It's actually one more mistake that some new sellers on Amazon can get to, that you can do like a PPC and you can stop it in a couple of months and the sales will keep going. So it's not working like that almost all the time. Obviously, there is always like 1% of unique products that can work without advertisement at all, but 99% of them can do that. So PPC with you for the lifetime. Take that into consideration.
Oh, I think it's pretty clear. The times you said, like, audits take about let's say 5 days. There's a queue of audits. It takes a few days to launch the campaigns. And then you're just working with the ASIN as long as the client is working with you, and I believe with the goal of making more profits and getting us higher on organic positions. And yeah,
that's true. Okay, so let's get to the mistakes. So the first one, as I already told you, it is important not to do only advertisement. So the first mistake will be bring product to Amazon and don't do nothing further. So create a listing and give to the PPC manager or agency the advertisement and do nothing more with the product. So basically it can work like that, but you won't get the best results doing just PPC. So you need to adjust strategy, you need to adjust your SEO optimization based on how keywords works in advertisement. You need to test different main images, titles, and other parts of your listing to get the best CTR, the best conversion. You need to work with the reviews constantly. So if you get some, you need to analyze them. And if you're getting the bad reviews, you need to understand what's wrong with the product and how you can improve it to avoid these bad reviews in the future, and so on, so on, so on. So this is like a lot of different processes that should be done aside from the PPC. The second big mistake that we are noticing is stock management in general. I'd say that it is understandable for new sellers on Amazon to bring like a little stock just to test the product at first. But the main problem here is that if product works good, it is almost 100% out of stock. And the way the out of stocks works on Amazon, the algorithm is checking this time and see that you are not like a stable seller. And it can result to worse results in general when the product will be already in stock. So let's say you got this like 50 sales per week in ACoS 30% at the beginning, for example, and after that you were a month in out of stock, and when you're already in stock, the results can be worse. So that's why you need to try to avoid out of stocks as much as you can, and adjust the strategy of the advertisement and the price strategy of the product based on how much stock you have. So I'd say at the best you need to have a specialist that is controlling stock only, because it is like a very, very important part of Amazon business. So that's going to be a second mistake. The third mistake, I would say, the wrong margin calculations. So a lot of new sellers on Amazon, they don't understand like how everything works, don't take into account some fees. So you need to understand that you have different fees on Amazon. You have like FBA fee if you're an FBA seller. You have this referral fee for every sold unit. You have storage fee that depends on how long the product been on the stock, on the warehouse of Amazon, and some new fees. Actually, you need to stay in, let's say, stay focused on updates, because Amazon, unfortunately, constantly changing policy and adding some new fees. For example, from the spring of this year, Amazon added this placement fee that is additional charge for the new stock. And you need to take into consideration everything when you're calculating your math and your basic mathematical model. You need to take into consideration the refunds. So you need to analyze the average percentage of refunds per your niche. You need to understand how much you'll pay the specialists and professionals that are going to do PPC, listing optimization, and stuff like that. So please calculate everything right. And basically, the small suggestion from us here is that we think of it like this. So if the product has margin before advertisement less than 30%, it's going to be hard for it to sell on Amazon. So it's okay if you thinking of it like, I will do a, let's say, lower price for the beginning, but at your target price, your margin should be at least 30% to be profitable on Amazon. So that's our basic suggestion here. So as for the mistakes, obviously there is a lot of different ones, but that's like the basic ones. So for now, I'm gonna leave the word to Alex to proceed. Alex, please.
Okay, I'd like to tell about why agency better than other way of managing advertising, and tell about how we build our collaboration with clients, and how we take communication with these clients, with our clients. And when sellers launch his products on Amazon, sellers should understand that about 25% of all revenue will go to advertising, and the better advertising manager, the more sales you can achieve, the more efficient your business, etc., etc. So advertising on Amazon, very significant part on business and very significant impacts on whole business efficient. And there are three ways how to manage advertising on Amazon. The first one is to handle but themselves, and you should understand you need to spend tons or hundreds hours for learning advertising, for making a lot of mistakes, and this way seems cheapest, but because of mistakes and lack of experience, sometimes this option can be most expensive compared to the second and third one. The second, to hire in-house specialist. It is very often it is a good way to handle advertising on Amazon, but there are a few moments I should speak about. You should understand that to hire a good specialist, it is also work, and you should understand in advertising. You should understand in Amazon advertising. You should understand how to place tasks, how to control this manager, what happened with advertising and traffic, and this problem backs us to the first option when you need spend hundreds hours for learning advertising. If you okay with it and you decide to hire your own PPC manager, you should also understand that an expertised manager will learn on your budget, and even expertised manager may have limited experience in Amazon because this manager has worked with one or limited amount of product on Amazon. He can't get such experience we got. And the third one way is work with agency or external contractor. I can speak about all contractors and all agency. I will speak about Unitix only, what we do and how we help to achieve better results. And staff in our agency has very huge and vast experience in PPC. And when products comes to us, there is high chance that we have already worked with this product or similar product or in this niche, and we understand what strategies will work and what strategies won't work for this product. And of course, we proud of our expertise. We preserve our expertise, develop it, share among ourselves in our team. Another benefit of working with agency is saving time because you don't need learn sometimes boring information. Instead of it, you can focus on your business, develop your business, launch new products, and we can take off workload from the client. Also, we have our own software, which allows us work with advertising on a deeper level and make more balanced decisions. So we will back to our software a bit later, and Ross will show us what data we get and how we use this data. If we speak about collaboration and communication with the client, we prefer total transparency and reporting, and for all products we dedicate a specific dedicated team, and this team will work with with the product till the end, till we collaborate this client. So it is want that today one team work with your product, tomorrow another team, and we understand that we should be stable, and this stable helps us achieve result, and each manager work with their products months or even years and good understand specific of these products, and it helps us work and promote goods on Amazon. About transparency and reporting, all our action client can see in, not all the, but the main our action client can see in their dashboard in software or in the campaign manager on Amazon. And from our part, we always ready to report what we done, which tests or hypotheses were tested, and what results we achieved. I want to speak about one thing. When you work with in-house manager, this manager can leave you anytime with expertise he got in your company. It will be a very significant problem for your business when you lose your PPC manager, and it is big trades for business. In this case, agency much better than in-house specialist, because agency will work with products till the end and till the moment the seller needs of our service, and we never leave client without advertising support. And even if you have in-house specialist, you can control them and set tasks, and the agency takes on our part this operation a lot and efforts from client, and make client's life easier. So there are our main advantages. Ross, please show our cases, our soft, what we do, and how we work with data.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so let's view a couple of our cases. The first thing that I want to mention is that we're going to show all information based on our personal software. So what you see here on your screen is our software that we developed specifically for our needs. Basically, what you see on the screen right now is the graph of like a couple of main metrics that I want to show you with this specific case. So the green bars will be the total sales. The blue bars will be advertisement sales. In this case, a red line, it is TACoS, so it is total ACoS, and the CPC, it is the yellow line. So basically, what you see here for now on the screen is that this growth that we got, and I just want to tell you how we achieved this in general. So we started working in this period with the product. The key issue here was that the client didn't have that much of investments, let's say, to spare it to push product hard and to, let's say, to lose money at the beginning to earn them later, let's say. So we were really limited. The actual sales and budgets here is not that big because if I scroll down, you'll see that here is a lot of different products. So it is like a gathered statistics. So the way that we agreed to work on our strategy is that we've been working with every single product on the account, and it was not done before our work, and we were trying to get as cheap sales, let's say, as we can, and trying to spend as little as we can money, still raising the general sales of the account. So the general approach on this account for us was not to focus on one single product or something like this, but to focus on all of the products at the same time, addressing a little budgets on each of them. So the thing that I want to show you here is that we were very focused at the beginning on lowering the CPC levels. So if you see here at maximum, the CPC was 37 cents. And we came to the 26 cents at the minimum. So we were creating new advertisement structures. We were working with the old ones, trying to optimize them. And we achieved this growth from 18,000 of sales all the way to 55,000 of sales per month. So here in this period, we already like achieved our maximum that we could, and the market started to change a little bit. So to compete and to keep our sales, we were needed to increase CPCs a little bit. That's why you see this further on the screen. But in this case, we achieved this amount of sales, and in the next months, we are planning to keep going. We have our plans how to sell even more. So that's going to be our first case here with the small budgets on the lots of different products. Let's say here is another example. It is a very big account. You can see here from the numbers comparing to the previous one, they are much bigger. So here we have almost like permission to everything, let's say, because it is a supplement niche for this account. And the way how this niche works is that it is, let's say, okay here to work in not the best ACoS, but to get more organic sales, because it is very important in this niche to get these repeated purchases from the customers that already tried our product. So the way we worked here on this account, the main issue here was that it was very focused on the one type of advertisement, sponsor product. So we launched lots of different advertisement campaigns in sponsor brand videos. We were working closely with our client to get more creatives, to test different creatives in our work after the couple of months of our work. So here one notice, don't take into account these first 2 months, as there is not a whole data here. So the whole data only from July. And as you see, we growed a lot for a year for this product, and August is still not a full month. So the way we are calculating the results, the general sales for the August will be even more than July. So we continue our growth here. The one thing that should be noticed here is that it's not only like the advertisement work. The other part of the work that's been done on this account, it is constant increasing amount of different variations and types of products similar to ours. So this quantity of the product is constantly increasing and is getting us the more and more opportunities to grow this account in general. But as you see, the efficiency is going slightly worse from time to time, and it's mainly because we are always testing a lot of different new products. And when you test a new product, it is always problem with the efficiency at the beginning. So the way this account works is increasing sales due to the efficient PPC campaigns and due to wide variety of different products that is constantly increasing. The third case that I want to show you, it is launch of a new product. So on the previous cases, you saw like monthly statistics. Here you have like statistics by week. It is a new product that's been launched like a month ago, let's say, around that. And this is an example of a great launch of a product. As you see, the general efficiency from the beginning took us around 11%. It is a very good start for a new product, for a new brand, actually, on Amazon. So as you see, we're constantly growing for now. And the way it was done, so basically, two key factors here for this account. First, it was the way how listings were created. So it was a high focus on very high quality images that differentiate us from our competitors, because the niche where this product works, it is not that focused on a general look and the creatives, let's say. So it is more like a technical stuff in this niche. But when we created listings, the way that it was looking much better, the quality of images was better, the general style of the images was better, it get us basically much better conversion rate than our competitors have. So that was one key factor. And the other one is that we've done the launch right. So we get the first reviews from the Vine program on Amazon. We launched sponsored product campaigns only with the focus on the main relevant keywords, with the focus on medium search volume keywords that brought us to these results. And for now, we're constantly increasing the amount of campaigns and trying to get as much as we can, because we see that this account can grow very fast. But the main problem with these accounts like this, that is starting with ACoS, is like 20%, and we have margins around 40% for this account. So it is working efficient and profitable from the beginning. The problem with cases like that is, as I mentioned previously, is stock. So the client didn't expect to have start like this at the beginning. So for now, we are ordering as much stock as we can, as fast as we can, and delivering parts of this stock by plane to get it faster. So that's another one example. And one more kind of case that I wanted to show you is about the product that wasn't doing great for a long time. So if you look closer, you'll see that here we have this decreasing graph. The problem was basically that niche changed a lot since this product was started, and basically it was working the way it was efficient a couple of years ago. So when we started in this period, we needed to focus on how to get more sales for this product and how to get let's say, how to get it on top back, because even a year ago, I believe, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. In the end of 2022, this product was a bestseller, but lost positions. So we were focused on getting more sales. And at the beginning with this product, as you see, as soon as we started growing sales, the general efficiency got worse. But the key factor here is that we were focused on the specific range of keywords. So this is a very, very big niche with lots of different keywords, and some of them like 100% relevant for us, some of them kind of like a 90-80% relevant for us, but they are much bigger. So we focused our listing, we rewrite the title, and we redo our advertisement based on these not 100% relevant keywords, but with very big search volumes, with very big sales. The way this product works for now is that for now we get like first, second, third positions is these organic positions in these big keywords. That will help us to get from like 117,000 per month sales all the way to like 3,072. And back in the May, we were able to raise our prices, and we raised them one more time in July. So the general efficiency, also the ACoS and ACoS don't look that great, but the margin of this product is very big. It is more than 50%. So it's still getting us a lot of profit, and the profits here obviously much higher than here and much higher than in the beginning. The thing that I wanted to show you here is that it is not always efficient to focus on ACoS and efficiency. It is obviously very important, but if you understand that you can grow your sales like twice or 3 or 4 times as we growed here, and keep ACoS higher but still efficient for you, you need to do math right and to understand what will be better for the product in general. So that is the general cases, like the latest from our work. I didn't want to show like only the best cases with the growth only, but cases like this too, when it's not always like 100% understandable until it's explained how the product works, let's say. Now I wanted to show you a little bit more of our software. So basically what we saw here is like a general chart of statistics for the account. So here we can see lots of different metrics. We can pick 4 to place them into the graph. As you see here, there is lots of different metrics for now. We can do refunds, we can do CPA, cost per acquisition, percentages of organic advertisement, conversions, different types and stuff like that. So we have lots of metrics, and this data is 100% correct. We're getting it from the Amazon Campaign Manager, and we're getting it from the Amazon API. So it is, I'd say, I didn't saw the tool that combining metrics from the total sales and advertisement sales as correct as our tool doing this. So we are very proud on the statistics that we are getting, because in our work, statistics is everything. So it should be as correct as it can be. So obviously the statistics on Amazon is updating constantly. So it still can be like a 1% up to, let's say, 1% of adjustment, but all the other softwares that I saw has much bigger. So here you see the graphs, and below you can find the products and different metrics for these products. For example, here we can find the types of advertisements that working with the specific product. So with this one, we saw that we are working with all types of advertisement. With this product, sponsored display is not working because maybe because of inefficiency or and other reasons for that. That's not relevant for now. So with this product, we see that it is no sponsored brand advertisement as well. And here we can find the product that is not working because there is no statistics. So total sales, units, advertisement, orders, ACoS, TACoS, percentages of PPC and organic sales that we are getting, cost per acquisitions, general and advertisement, refunds and percentage of them. So we can go here and see what's wrong with the product and why it's returned. So what's the main reasons? And as you see here, the biggest percentage, it is no reason. I just don't want to the product anymore. So sometimes stuff like that happen, but you can analyze refunds and study what is the main problem with the product. So sometimes you can find here that like I used the product and maybe the sizes was not right. So maybe you need to make it more clear with the sizes in your creatives on the listings. So what are the real sizes? You need to create some more understandable information if you see lots of refunds due to this reason, and lots of different stuff. Maybe you can find some mistakes that been done on the factory when the product was done. So yeah, this is a very important part of our work. In general, to analyze the percentages of the refund, it is very, very important, because Amazon actually, if you know where to look, shows you the average refunds for your niche. And the way you do this is that you compare it to your refunds percentages, just to understand whether it is okay or no. So this way you can understand whether you're doing in market and better or worse than market in terms of refunds. So obviously, if you do worse, you need to work with your listing and work with your product. Maybe work with the price, that can be too. So that's basically what we saw, what we see in here, all the statistics that help us to work with the product. We can work with different date ranges. We can do it like 30 days, all available time for us, stuff like that. We can analyze it by day, by week, by month. So it is very convenient for us. The other one tool that I wanted to show you is analyzer of search terms. Here is an account that came to us for an audit actually lately. So here we see all the search terms gathered from the account, from all the campaigns, and we can analyze them to see how much of them given sales and how many sales we're getting from particular search terms. We have our presets and filter that we can do. For example, we can do like 10 clicks without any orders. Here we see that we got like 7 search terms for the period of last 30 days. Actually, for the filters like clicks without orders, we should do even more. So we can pick like 65 days to see how much search terms should be already posted. We see that there is like some particular search terms that's already done 31 clicks and didn't bring any orders, and we see that it is still enabled, not paused, so it's still working, and maybe we should pause it. So another one example here is that another way to analyze efficiency is by ACoS. Here we can find will be better to analyze it on a 30 days period range. So I will change it. The way we look here is that we saw that we have some keywords that working with 330 ACoS. Obviously not efficient, still working. So it should be post. So that's one way to analyze like search terms, and that's the way we're doing it. We can do different filters by campaigns, ad group, different phrases. We can look at it by different ways. We have lots of different metrics that we can analyze. So that's one tool that help us to analyze the search terms on your account. The other one tool that I want to show you is frequency analysis. So here is basically like all the search terms that we have that has at least one click for the account for this period of time. And we have this button frequency analysis. So the way this tool works is that it gathering statistics from all the search terms and combining it by the word. So let's say in all our search terms, we have 1,556 times that the word what appears in different search terms. And here is the general efficiency for the search terms with this word. So the way we analyze it, that we can understand what clusters, what words in general are working better or worse. For example, we can sort it by ACoS, and we'll see that cluster exfoliate have appeared 16 times in 16 different search terms and works in general in ACoS 400%. We can press this button to see these search terms, so we can analyze it the way we like. We see that most of them are still like enabled. Actually, all of them are still enabled, still working, so none of them is paused. So we can analyze it, and we can adjust it right from our software, actually. So we can pick this word, we can press add as negative targeting, we can pick the campaigns that we want to add it as negative, the match type like negative phrase. So if we understand that word exfoliate is working bad all of the time for us, it means that we should add it as negative phrase. So that's the way we are working. Actually, from here, like working with different campaigns with different search terms, we can do this right here. So we can work with the search terms right from our personal software. And actually, it is very helpful because the way the advertisement campaign manager works, you can do adjustment manually only like in every single campaign one by one, but not on the whole account. And to work with the account, you needed to work with these reports, search term reports, but these reports didn't show you like what was optimized, what is already on post, what is already negative and stuff. And we have this here on our software, and we can analyze lots of different stuff. For example, we can see the graph for the specific search term, how it worked for the period of time that chose here. So basically, we have lots of different tools, and that's only a couple of them. One more that I want to tell you about is portfolio tool. So if you know, in Campaign Manager, you have these, let's say, folds that called portfolios. When you can place your campaigns into different folds that called portfolios on Amazon. The way this works is that it helps you to structure different campaigns into these groups of campaigns to analyze them faster. And with the portfolios, you have this tool that helps you to manage budgets. So you can limit the budget per portfolio. But the key feature here is that you need to, if you want to manage the budget per day, you need to manually enable the budget every day, let's say. And it is hard to remember it every day. It can lead to some mistakes when your product don't work, and sometimes it can be hard. So our tool, portfolio here, enabling it by itself. So we don't need it to do it manually, and it takes this part of work from us, and it ensures that we cannot make this mistake, and budget will always be there, and the campaigns will always be work properly. So that is another tool that help us to manage budgets more efficient. So we have more tools upcoming, but for now, these are like the main ones. Alex, I believe I told everything about our software that I wanted to. Maybe you can add something more if I missed something, or is everything was clear and enough?
To be honest, in my opinion, we told everything we want. Glad to introduce our company. We'll be glad to work with new clients, new products, fight with new challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, you have some questions.
Yeah, I mean, the software though is only in-house right now for you guys. I mean, you use it for helping clients grow their PPC and grow their results. It's not yet public, maybe, or is it?
It's not yet, but we're going to share our software for our clients maybe in next month, or we plan to complete clients part of our software till the end of the summer, but I'm afraid it will takes a bit more time, and very soon we will share our software in public, and I hope it will be beneficial for many sellers.
Yeah, the way it works for now. So obviously we are the only ones that have access to the software, but we're working with our clients' accounts. We really want to go public with this software, so it helped lots of different sellers in there that need software like this. But at the first stage, as Alex said, it will be opened for our clients only, just for us to see how it works in general, because there is a lot of technicalities. And after that, it will be open to everyone that wants to use it.
Pretty awesome. So I'll remind our viewers, listeners, that we have a free audit link in the description. It is a Telegram link which leads to speaking with managers of Unitix, and you can get a free account audit, free PPC audit, see how you're doing right now. Is there anything to improve? Maybe you're already doing well, maybe not at all. So get some ideas and suggestions. It's free. Also, the link grants you 10% off the services of Unitix if you ever decide to invest and be their client. So the link is going to help you get a little nice discount. If you don't have Telegram, and then you just use the website of Unitix, talk to the guys. I would appreciate if you mentioned that video or my name, Vova Evan, so the guys will know that this video is making an impact, and you'll still get the discount, of course, and the free audit. If you have any questions, of course, drop comments. We'll be glad to get back to you. And Rostik, Alex, it was a pleasure having you on. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing. Things are going to be well, and also your launch of the software will be good to the public.
Thank you, and thank you, Vova, for your time. Thank you for everything, and we will grow, we will develop, we will do our best. Thank you, Vova. Have a good day, and bye-bye.
Thank you, Alex.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rusty, man. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.